Motivation is a lie. We wait for it, chase it, pray it shows up. But here's the truth. Motivation is unreliable. If you depend on it, you'll fail. Why? Because motivation is a feeling, and feelings are fleeting. In the next 7 minutes, you will learn why motivation is overrated and the systems, habits, and mindsets that actually carry people to success long after motivation disappears. Think back to a New Year's resolution. The first week, you're unstoppable. You feel powerful, energized, invincible. By week 3, you quit. That's the problem. Motivation spikes like fireworks. Bright, exciting, but gone in seconds. Real achievement requires something slower, steadier, and less glamorous. Discipline. Motivation asks, do I feel like it? Discipline answers, it doesn't matter. Motivation is dopamine-driven. Dopamine fires in your brain when you imagine rewards, not when you actually achieve them. That's why you get excited thinking about getting fit or starting a business, but struggle when the work begins. Here's the danger. If you rely on dopamine, you'll constantly chase the next shiny idea instead of sticking with the one that matters. The fix? Train your brain to crave consistency, not novelty. Most people think they need to feel motivated before they act. But the most successful people flip it. They act first. Feelings follow. They build identity-based habits. Instead of, I want to run a marathon, they say, I am a runner. Identity doesn't depend on how you feel today. It becomes who you are. Actions repeated enough times rewrite your story. Motivation is about goals. Systems are about processes. Here's the difference. Motivation says, I want to lose 20 pounds. Systems say, I work out every morning at 7. Goals disappear the moment you achieve them. Systems last forever. Winners don't rise to the level of their motivation. They fall to the level of their systems. We underestimate how much our environment controls us. If your phone is filled with notifications, your brain never stands a chance. If junk food is the only thing in your kitchen, no motivation will save you at midnight. Smart people design environments that make good choices automatic. Put your gym clothes next to your bed. Block distracting apps. Motivation becomes irrelevant when your environment does the heavy lifting. Here's the truth nobody talks about. You don't have a motivation problem. You have an energy problem. You skip the gym because you're drained, not lazy. Sleep, nutrition, movement, and rest are multipliers. With energy, you don't need motivation. You want to act. Without energy, even the best intentions collapse. Protecting your energy is more important than chasing motivation. Most people wait to feel good before acting. But here's the paradox. Action creates the emotion you were waiting for. You don't feel motivated to start writing, but once you write a page, you feel unstoppable. Motion fuels emotion. That's why the 2-minute rule works. Commit to just 2 minutes of a task. Starting is everything. Willpower isn't infinite. Every decision you make throughout the day drains it. What to wear, what to eat, when to work. By evening, your willpower is gone. That's why you binge Netflix instead of working on your goals. High performers don't rely on willpower. They automate decisions. Same breakfast, same workout time, same schedule. Save your energy for what matters. Here's something counterintuitive. Pain is more powerful than motivation. People don't change when they're inspired. They change when it hurts too much not to. Think about it. The smoker quits after the health scare. The worker leaves their job when misery outweighs comfort. If you want change, don't just chase pleasure. Identify the pain of staying the same, and magnify it until it's unbearable. Motivation dies in silence. Accountability keeps you alive. When no one knows your goals, quitting is easy. When others are watching, you think twice. This is why elite performers have coaches, teams, or public commitments. Find someone to hold you accountable. Or better yet, become someone else's accountability partner. Helping them will strengthen you. Motivation makes you want big wins fast. But the real secret? Small wins, repeated daily. 1% better every day compounds into transformation. Here's the danger. You'll feel like it's not working. That's why most people quit. But compounding is invisible at first, then unstoppable later. Motivation is short-term. Compounding is forever. You'll hear advice about finding balance. But here's the truth. Extraordinary results require imbalance. The best athletes, entrepreneurs, and artists go all in on what matters, at least for a season. Motivation wants comfort. Discipline demands sacrifice. Stop trying to balance everything equally. Instead, consciously choose what deserves your full weight. At the end of your life, you won't remember the days you felt motivated. You'll remember the days you acted, even when you didn't feel like it. That's the real measure of a life well lived. Not how often you felt motivated, but how often you kept going without it. Motivation is fleeting. Discipline, systems, energy, and identity. These are the pillars that last. Stop waiting for a spark. Build a fire that never goes out. The best time to start is not someday. The best time is today.